Okay, we had a lot of subscribers in the last little bit, so we thought we'd give you a kind of an update of where we are at the Boss Garage. We'll just do this really quick, and I don't know why I'm not going insane yet, but that is a little 3.3 liter Cummins that was seized, and we're just finding parts for it. We basically just stripped it, getting a price together. That will be going in a mid-2000s Escalade with a 5-speed manual in it. This is a 94 Mercedes Amg Wagon with that came from Japan, that we are putting this LS into. We just took that engine to the dyno and got some poor numbers and figured out that we've got a lot of blow-by on it. So we're moving everything over to the LS, we're putting it in, doing some more tuning as we drive, and then probably taking it back out again and running it to the dyno shop again because the owner wants some numbers on exactly how much horsepower it puts out. That we rebuilt this little Honda 50 and put a big bore kit on it, or a fat boy kit or something. Anyway, it's 88cc now and it does wheelies in second and third gear. So there'll be videos on that coming out real soon. That's done. This is a Sea-Doo boat motor that blew up again because that's what Sea-Doo boat motors do. It's a 2-stroke. It needs a new piston, so we'll be doing that. And I doubt we'll take the boat out because it's sold. So the owner, I think I rebuilt that one 5 years ago, and the owner sold it, and then in their test run, he lost a cylinder, so we're fixing that for him. This is the 48 Fleetmaster. I put that carburetor on it that Jay gave me, and a couple more test drives, and it started leaking on me. So I have to put some new seals in that carburetor, and the wipers aren't working, and the turn signals need to be looked at. This is a 39 Studebaker Commander I found in the field, and this project is really in limbo because I just don't have time for it, but it looks cool in the shop and it's a good conversation piece. This is a 67 GTO that we are working on with a buddy, a Hoogie of mine, a buddy of mine called Hoogie. This is a 67 GTO that I'm going halves with, my buddy Hoogie, and this we did a complete restoration on it. I need a couple weeks on it to block it, and then it's off to the body shop. The engine's been dynoed, everything under the hood looks really good, the frame is all done, and that's where that's at. These are some engines for sale. The red P-pump is actually gone, that core is for sale. So this motorhome, we did the timing cover on it, and then the breather, the crankcase ventilator was leaking, so we took that apart, cleaned that, put that back together. Not really anything serious, but it made a little bit of a mess anyway. That's a Saturn Aura I bought for my wife because she has a Saturn Aura. She loves her car. Our car has 340,000 K on it. The transmission was starting to jerk. So I thought, well, this was low mileage and it was cheap. So I thought, well, I'll put the whole engine and transmission into her car. But as soon as I bought it, the transmission stopped acting up. So it can sit here for all I care. That's fine. This is a 76 Corvette that we put new floors in, brakes, a whole bunch of stuff. That video's coming out. That's actually Rick's car for Truth for Teens. I have to bleed the brakes, rebuild the steering cylinder, and put 2 drag links in at the back, and then it's off to a body shop to get painted. This is a 99 Silverado with a 5-speed 4-wheel drive NV 3500, and that is a transmission that's going behind the 3.3 Cummins and then going in the Escalade. So the Escalade isn't bought yet, and we're still looking for parts for the 3.3. This is a 96 Dodge P-pump 12-valver, and the guy who owns the million-mile truck saw that I was building some cool projects, and he wants a cool project. So eventually he's had this truck sitting in his yard for a couple years. He basically just wants to make sure the engine's okay and the transmission's okay, and he's looking for an old Dodge panel van body to put that on. This is a Honda Civic that Aaron actually had a little fender bender with another Honda Civic, so we took this bumper and fender off. This is actually Luke's car, and this will be going off to Tuesdays. And you can see this is Aaron's truck. That was a little fender bender that he had. So his truck made out better than the other Civic. This is a 85 Hummer, I believe, and this is project that we're looking forward to. This is actually, I'm pretty happy about this one. This is a 14-year project, and we get to finish it for him. So it's a buddy of ours in town there that was big into Hummers. He went down south a bunch of times, brought a whole pile of Hummers back. A couple of his Hummers actually made it to the Hulk movie, that really bad one with Edward Norton. I think it's Edward Norton, yeah. And he bought, on an auction, he bought a pile of Hummers all at once, and he bought this one, and it had something drop on the back half of it and smashed the whole back of the Hummer. So he was a little upset at first, but this is actually his favorite Hummer now because he cut the back off and then put a straight back on it. I think there's an extended version. He was telling us about it. I'm not sure. But he made this back for it. He had this bent up in town, and then he had a dump box put on it. So we get to finish this one up for him, and this is going to be interesting because it's actually all the wiring. Actually, this side's not too bad, but the only thing Hummer really is the cab and the chassis. The engine is a 6.2, and all the wiring is from a 6.2 pickup truck. So this is a 92, 93 Chevy or GMC pickup with the 6.2 in it, and we need to finish all the wiring. So basically we're putting a Hummer dash over top of the GM wiring, and he was really nice and labeled 3 of these wires for us, and then he said, oh, I'll just figure the rest of it out. So we like interesting projects here at the Boss. On top of that, we entered a race in January, Super Speeder Rob's YouTube challenge. So we'll be building a race car for that as well, and there's a lot of stuff going on in the meantime. We're figuring that out, but we're actually really excited about that too. So somewhere around there, I still need to cut my grass and hang out with my family once in a while. But that's what's going on at the Boss Garage. So thanks for tagging along. And if you're wondering why those projects take so long, like the LS, it's because little things like this go in between, and we just service everybody in the neighborhood for whatever. I think there's another 12-valver coming in the driveway in about 30 minutes that just needs some small stuff done to it. But the Silverado is done.
Yeah. And that was nice.
Yeah.
Nice latch.
You put the exhaust right out the hood? Yeah. The object is to not get pulled over.
That's why I'm getting it painted.
Using a battery to hold up the seat. You're awesome. Oh.
It's alright. But yeah.
Free scrap pickup.
Yeah, don't call Dan.
Yeah, that's where this should go.
Yeah. We'll learn this truck.
Oh boy. Okay.
I just need like bare minimum things to, like I need the lights hooked up. All the electronics inside hooked up. That door, traded for that one.
Yep.
Door panels. Maybe try and make that seat work. Probably won't work. The back seat of the door.
Okay.
Oh, that throttle thing.
Where was that oil coming from?
The shift shaft, because I had to slide it over it, and it folded part of the seal out, so then I had to fold it back in. That's the disappointing part about doing it after.
Oh.
Woo!
That's pretty much all I need from the parts truck. Maybe leaf springs too, because look how low this thing sits in the back.
Leaf springs, take it to Pyatt's. They're yeah, they're like,
Way better.
oh, they're,
It's worth it.
you tell exactly. They've got all the tools. They're set up. They'll do it in like 20 minutes, and they're way cheaper.
That's perfect.
So yeah, we won't do that, but we'll do the other. We'll get the linkage hooked up for you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Another big piece of shit surprise.
It gets better.
I need you to tell me if this is worth it to put on or not. It's out of a 6-liter Ford.
I'll have to look it up. Bigger isn't always better.
Yeah, that's what I want you to tell me. The strap's kind of fucked.
Yeah, no. Throw that away.
Garbage, yeah?
Yep.
It's free, so.
Yeah, that's a good price.
That one's fine. That one's mint.
Oh man. Like, you gotta get this thing safety, right?
Yeah, I'll turn that back down.
Okay. but you still need a muffler on it.
Why do I need a muffler on to get safety?
Yes, you do. You need it to come out at least behind the cab because all your fumes are running into your cab.
Okay.
Like, this thing's a disaster, man.
Oh yeah, that's why I just need what I can't
You
do
just
done,
need-
and then I'll take care of the rest.
All right. Well, yeah, we can get that going for you.
Okay, perfect.
At least your valve covers are painted.
Yeah, everything was rusty and covered everything. Sick of looking at it, so I just painted everything. Put this new door on.
Okay.
Barn was too tight to change that one, so.
Yeah, and this is you're hoping this to be your daily soon?
One day.
One day or soon?
Soon, hopefully.
Okay.
Once I get.
You got like a
driving.
week's worth of work here. Easy.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, the wiring sucks, man.
It's not bad. Like
No, okay, yeah, it looks decently clean, but do the motors and everything work?
The one out of that door did, but I snipped those wires.
Why do you do that?
I
On the floor, who's doing the floor?
I will.
Okay. That's good.
Unless you want to.
No.
No.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with the. I don't know if you can change those mounts from that seat to that seat. Maybe not, because it's a 60/40, but I just need it somehow sitting on the floor. If not, just throw the old one back in. Not
Yeah.
a huge deal. I just put it in there because it looked nicer, and that one, I don't know what happened though.
Right.
Kind of a disaster. Everything was kind of a mess, and I'm trying to turn everything from messy to unmessy.
This seat's not in bad shape.
I don't know why it sits so low in the back. Look. It's got a giant Cali lean to it.
Yeah. We'll have to, he did haul nothing but scrap with us for years, so that might have something to do with it.
The ones in the park.
We'll give it a good assessment, then we'll start from there.
Okay.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you love the channel, consider heading over to Patreon. There's a lot of stuff happening there to help support the channel. And remember, if you're not filthy, you're not rich.